Corey, we are with a unique game, dude. This one just keeps coming around and coming around. This is Minecraft Legends. We've just talking off camera how Minecraft seems to like pick these little pockets of genres and then just jump in and nail it and then jump over to this one, right? Like, we've seen them go from the base Minecraft all the way into like a Telltale experience to Dungeons to now the Legends series. And the Legends kind of gives us this arcing story of the piglins trying to take over, and you're the hero coming in to defend it all in this tower defense-esque style game, right? Like, I feel like taking a little bit over here and a little bit over there and a little bit of here, and they kind of mashed it together and then sent you out. Dude, as simple as the game can be, it can be also complex at the same time, but I'm having a good time, but I'm not having like the greatest of times either, right? Like, I'm not going for the 10s here, but I think I'm scoring a little bit lower. Just overall though, dude, this is fun. And then the multiplayer aspect too that they brought over, I think is going to be there to help kind of keep this game alive. If you're doing just a single player, dude, I think I'd taper off pretty quickly. Like, I'm already starting to kind of, I feel like I'm doing it over and over and over again, right? You're kind of set up, then you want to go help the villagers. And then after you're done them, go help those villagers, and then go help those villagers, and then take over that outpost, and then go help those villagers because the piglins are coming at night. But you know, it's a good tutorial setup for the online component of it all. And I think that's really where this game is going to shine. I've been having a good time, Cory. How about you?
Well, Drew, I can't disagree with what you just said. I feel the same way, especially with just what you just kind of said at the end there. The campaign is the tutorial of the game. It teaches you kind of the mechanics of how it all works when it comes to building your defenses, whether you're spawning new kind of, you know, minions to deal with, and they have their own special abilities depending on which spawners you set up, which I thought was really cool. And the whole idea, like you said, is more kind of like a tower defense. We have some buildings that we have to build to kind of unlock some stuff down the road as we gather more resources, which is a huge part of this game. Is basically, especially in the online mode, you hop on and you better start collecting resources right away because those piglins come after you immediately. We'll talk about that a little bit later, Drew, because I think you had an experience there that was just, well, we'll see, a little comical, but that aside, there's a bit of a learning curve here. I like the idea that this game is very family friendly, so I think it's going to be, you know, good for kids to hop in all the way up to adults, but the level of strategy involved in this is going to be for maybe a bit of the older player. And I mean, when I say older, I mean, you know, 12, 13-year-old kids are going to be able to figure this out no problem, but, you know, as you get a little bit older, this is where the enjoyment comes in for guys like us that are, you know, we're the old guys here, and we don't play a ton of Minecraft, but I played Dungeons, and I thought they did a great job with that game. It was a ton of fun. And now when Legends came out, you said, hey, do you want to check this out? And I'm not disappointed. Again, there's a few things I'm sure we'd say we'd want to change, but overall, the experience is fairly polished. The Minecraft graphics are there, the music's there, all the characters you know and love are there. And, you know, if you don't know much about this series, you don't have to play the other ones to play this. You can hop right in. I like the fact that this game is $39.99 for the standard version. It's $49.99 for the deluxe version, which just gives you some more skins, which, I mean, hey, if you want that, go for it. It's not for everybody. If you have Xbox Game Pass, though, this is a day one release, so that's a big bonus for Game Pass users like us. And that's, you know, that's a big thing for me. I like the fact that we're getting this on Game Pass because this is the kind of game you want to play with your friends. You want to pull everybody in, and if it's free to play, especially on Game Pass, why not?
Your base is under attack.
Absolutely. Cory, it's the online component, I think, is where the game's really going to shine. But the base game itself, the building can be a little tedious at times. Things aren't lining up exactly where I want to, and then I'm just trying to figure out, okay, where do I place this? And then it's just kind of like almost like a city builder in a sense, right? Because you're placing resources in your hub, but then if you make it too small, then you have to expand, and then you gotta reach out. But then lining up some of these things, it's simple, but at the same time, I'm just like, man, it doesn't quite align where I want it to go.
My walls weren't very straight.
Oh, they're awful, all man. Over the place. Absolutely zigzagging. And then, you and I jumped online because we have early access, right? It's not out there for everybody to jump into. There is a private Discord if we wanted to kind of get into that side, but you and I went head to head. And those piglins destroyed me in like less than a minute, man. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And all of a sudden I'm getting attacked and I got steamrolled within seconds. And I was just, to the point where like I gave up because I just saw my health go. And it depleted in no time.
I didn't have to do anything. It was awesome.
Yeah, so that was an easy win for you. But I think really that's where it comes down to, right? And as you and I went back in for another game, dude, you could be here for a while because you're going out there, you're getting essentially these diamonds. They're prisms, so they're called, and that allows you to then upgrade your home base essentially, and then kind of keep going. But in order to do that, you have to go defeat some of the outposts, which then the outposts keep like just regenerating and rebuilding, and then it's just to build up enough army of yourself, then go attack your friends. And I think this is where it's going to shine because you can bring in a party. I think it was like 6 of us, right? So then you can one team on the other team and just charge, or maybe it was 5 versus 5. But either way, that's where this game is really going to hit the highlight for me. Yeah. Going in there, having a good time with friends, because yeah, we're not Minecraft, gamers by trade, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when you get into something like this, because like I was talking to my buddy Kyle, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm kind of interested in checking this out." I'm like, all right, we'll see how this goes. And then, yeah, dude, when we get in here, and all of a sudden we're online going against each other, that just changes the game, right?
It does.
And it's enough, really, I think, where it's really going to help this game continue its and longevity and keep everybody kind of going in the community, because that campaign is cool, but it's really just a starting point, right? Yeah. For everybody to branch off and expand. The art style, dude, I thought it was sick. I think the art style is fantastic. It has this charm and personality to it. The characters themselves, as they progress you through the game, so you have action, knowledge, and foresight. Sorry. And the one character sounds like they're 12, and the others seem a little bit older. So I'm just kind of like, it could pull me out just a little bit.
I hope you're feeling okay. That kind of trip always upsets my stomach.
Thank you for having the courage to come. I am Foresight.
I'm Action.
But all in all, Corey, for me, dude, I'm gonna score this up. And I've been kind of on the fence of where do we score this, right? Everything feels good. It works well. The building mechanic has me a little off every once in a while. Overall, though, dude, I got to bring it in around a 7.5. I think the game is a solid game. $40 is a good price point. If you have Game Pass, why wouldn't you pick it up? And if you're looking to do something with the family, yo, it's right here, man. It's fun. It is just fun. How about you?
You know what? I'm just a little bit lower than you. I'm coming in at a 7. And the reason I'm giving it a 7 is I've enjoyed the gameplay. Everything was a lot of fun. I enjoyed learning about all the different kind of buildings, defenses, all the spawners that I can get. There's a lot of stuff to kind of take in here, but that's the problem. There's not a ton of explanation, and it's going to take a little bit of practice and playing through to kind of really understand what you need to be doing, especially in the early stages of this game. But overall, Drew, I had a ton of fun playing this, and I think being able to bring friends into this one is going to be what really makes this one a home run.
Absolutely.